Hey guys, I am starting a new section of my 600 page sketchbook slam thing. I'm going to focus on clothing and folds. I have this really awesome book and it's just like different people wearing different outfits. It's fantastic, great reference, all kinds of poses. Yeah, so there's even a dude that has a hamburger bag somewhere. I don't know. He's a pretty weird looking dude. Anyway, yeah, so I'm going to use this. Do some sketches. I'm probably going to sketch in some pen, and I've just finished my gender bent section. I had to stop drawing yesterday because I got sick, which was awful. Anyway, alright, so make sure you guys can see where I'm going to be sketching. So I'm not really focusing on faces. I just get like the hair shape and the face shape. I really wanted to use this section to focus on people wearing different outfits, clothing, that kind of thing. The way the clothing falls, the different textures of the fabric that these people are wearing, that kind of thing. Yeah. So, making sure I'm capturing everything. This is really great to do. It helps you when you are drawing like your own characters, like to know how certain clothing or how certain fabric reacts to the body. And then it gives you practice at specific details as well. Like how certain jewelry falls, different details on pants, how they wrinkle type thing, and all kinds of different shoes. There's actually each page, like you get all the different models in this book, but there's some really funny stories that go along with it. And like there's this one guy and he genuinely looks like a hobo, and like the photographer asked to take a picture of him and he's like, yeah, sure, whatever. And then they got to talking, and he was actually like a really famous designer that the photographer like didn't even recognize him. And the man said, basically I dress like this when I go out so I'm not recognized, because no one would look twice at him because he looks like a hobo. It's just absolutely hilarious. Like it's one of the quirky little stories in this book that I really like. And just the amount of different types of people in clothing and stuff are pretty amazing. Like the facial features of all of them. Like there's so many different types of people in here. I'm focusing on the features. I said I wasn't going to. But like there's just so many different types of people, different hairstyles, and like the types of clothes that they put together are friggin' amazing. Bought this book a few years ago from Chapters. You could probably get it for a decent price online now. Like it's, when I bought it, I think I paid like $20 for it, which I know is absurd, but whatever. Again, I am a bibliophile. I am addicted to books. Which is good and bad. Anyways, so like when I got the book, it was a little bit more expensive, but you could probably find it online for a fairly decent price if you're interested in drawing like all kinds of different types of fashion and stuff. Because I find like one of the downfalls of Pinterest is it really only follows the fads that are going on right now. So you'll get like 15 different images of the same outfit just in different colors, right? Like that kind of thing. Because if you like something once on Pinterest, it kind of just starts bringing up the same shit for you. So I have to like really narrow my searches down when I go in to search for something. And this book just has like everything, like any possible combination you could think of, that kind of thing. So I find it neat. And certain people are in here twice. Like you'll recognize certain models. Oh, she's cute. Anyway, there's one guy, he looks like he's like genuinely like a very wealthy individual, and it ends up that he's a street man. He's a homeless man, and a pimp. And he's wearing this white suit. And his shoes look like these old style, like, you know, the pinstripe. Hold on, I forget how they go. They're like these really cool stitched shoes, and they've got like all this really nice stitching on them. He looks like he is very wealthy, but his shoes are actually painted, and the photographer's allowed to like take details like of his outfit, and you see like he's just a little bit threadbare, and his shoes are actually painted white and have painted on details, and it's quite humorous compared to the other man who was dressing like a bum but was actually in incredibly expensive clothing to look like a bum, and then ended up like he was trying to hide from people. It's interesting the different types of people that are in this book. I rather enjoy it. Baggy shorts. This girl's very thin legs. I do not. She has very interesting shoes as well. Sometimes like the details on the shoes though, I'm just gonna like get the general shape down of them. And her feet are actually together in this, and I'm just not drawing that. Anyway. So yeah, it's just a really cool book, and I'm just going to fill out this section full of drawings like this, and then I'll probably use Pinterest a little bit. But right now I've got so much inspiration in this book, I could probably fill my 20 pages with just people from this book, and I'm going too much into the details of the face. There's so many interesting characters in here, I just want to draw their faces so much. Like, like this guy's trying to look like a slob. Almost. It's very weird. Like his jacket's just a little bit wrinkled, and his cardigan's unbuttoned underneath, and his jacket's like bulging. It's like, what are you keeping under there, buddy? I've made him so tall. Oh man. This is what happens when you're not paying attention to proportions. He was actually only supposed to be like this big. No, I failed at that one. Okay. This gent here. I'll draw him. When you get focused too much on the details of something, that's when your proportions tend to suffer. That's why it's always better to just focus on basic shapes and not worry about the details until after you've got the shapes down and in relation to one another properly. Anyways. Alright, I'm going to continue on with this. He has a little cravat in here, whatever it is. Anyways, I'm going to finish this page and start working on my other pages, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions or suggestions for future videos, please let me know in the comments below. As you can see, I've tagged off each 20-page section. I'm going to start looking for new themes to draw. I think I'm going to have to do another focus on backgrounds, and I will eventually have to focus on vehicles at some point in here as well. Anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and this is probably the only video today, as my stomach is killing me. I think I have food poisoning. Anyway. Alright, bye-bye guys.